And it just don't quit. Ryan just don't stop. Ryan Garcia about to fight Devin Haney. And now he's getting at Logan Paul, his co-host, and KSI. Ryan Garcia responds to the Impulsive podcast. Let's take a look at it. Roll the clip.
Hey guys, emergency live right now.
The man thinks he's Andrew Tate. He said emergency live.
Hey guys, emergency live right now. I'm waiting for my mouthpiece to come so I can spar, but I needed to hop on this quick because I caught a little bit of the Impulsive. I don't even like to say their podcast name. It's probably one of the worst podcasts ever. All they do is spread false things, filth, and infecting children's brains. Another thing, they're making claims that are so lie. They're trying to spin the narrative like I'm crazy, I'm going through something. First of all, one, I got to clear some things up. I never said I'm a God. I said I'm with God. Second, it's so frustrating because if they looked into anything that I'm saying, they will see that there's actually little kids that are hurting. And the fact that they're trying to spin that narrative proves that they're working for Satan, whether they know it or not. So all three of them. You, Logan. You, Mike. And I don't give a what your real name is. KSI, KS Lies. You. You guys are sick bastards. There's little kids hurting. All three of you. You, fuck you, and you. All three of you guys are sick f***s. And anyways, anybody who drinks Prime is working for Satan because you're giving them money so they can keep on creating these. You're giving them power. It's sick. Do not give Satan power. Do not go drink Prime. There's horrible chemicals. Prime tastes like straight shit. Prime tastes like straight shit. Anybody who's actually drank that shit tastes like ass. I'd rather drink Coca-Cola than Prime. Prime is the worst shit ever created. It's going to kill your guys' brains, mess up your guys' liver. It's the most disgusting. How the hell they have no sugar, but it tastes sweet as That makes no damn sense. What the That makes no sense. I am training. No, but it's not positive, Scott. They're trying to spin the narrative all crazy. Them. They're sick bastards. Any organization who uses Prime is low-key working for the devil, and they don't even know it. They don't know it because they're sick people. These are little kids really getting hurt. I've only said true things, and they're saying that they're trying to spin the narrative. And I used to like Logan and everybody. I thought they were cool. But now, nah, I don't care about you because you don't care about me. First of all, so everybody stop drinking Prime. They're selling it to kids. It's disgusting. Stop drinking Prime. And another thing I'm going to declare real quick. Everybody says, oh, Ryan said God made him. Ryan said God asked him to conjure up demons. Okay, look. Obviously, I was going through spiritual warfare. And it says in the Bible, Satan comes as an angel of light. So obviously, I was deceived. But Jesus protected me through it all. And that's bottom line. Anybody who else has anything to say with it, whatever, spin it all the way around. I know what I'm going through. I know I love Jesus and only Jesus. Jesus is King of Kings, Lord of Lords. So forget Prime. If you guys drink Prime, that's disgusting. Last and not least, but not least, not the last thing I'm gonna say, but Prime, Prime, Prime. Go to Prime right now and say you, devil worshiper. Everybody go out Prime everywhere. Out Prime, out Prime, out Prime, and anybody post about Prime, it's out Prime. And I want to end this off with prayer because I gotta chill, gentle. You may wise as a serpent, gentle as a dove. Jesus says that. I'm going to pray for my enemy. So, Father in heaven, I just lift up this prayer for Logan, for Mike, for KSI to just repent of their sins, Lord. Let them see the light. Let them see the truth. Even Logan said before one of his fights, Lord, that he thought of you about forgiveness before he fought Dylan Dennis. Bring him back to that, Lord. Bring them all back to the truth. I love you and I love them, even though they're pissing me. I'm sorry, Lord. I love them and praise to you, the Most High. I love you, God. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, guys, I'm out. I'm about to spar. Hey, guys.
Wow. So that was a lot from Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, obviously not happy with Impulsive, which is Logan Paul's official podcast. He didn't like what they had to say. Now, I haven't watched it, but I did see it on YouTube. And Logan Paul and his co-host, they had a special guest, KSI. Ryan keeps calling him KS Lie. That's pretty funny. The KS Lie, I ain't going front. KS Lie is pretty funny. But there was a segment. They talked about other things too, like his brother, Jake Paul, fighting Mike Tyson. Nom. I'm get ready to fight. I got to fight with Jake Paul on Netflix. Right? So they did talk about that. I seen that in the title, and I skimmed through it, but I haven't just sat down and watched the whole podcast. So there's a portion where they talk about Ryan Garcia and how he's been acting. Ryan clearly didn't like it. So if you're just joining, my name is Ego. I've been covering boxing over 10 years at this point. Subscribe to the channel. We got breakdowns like this, whatever you want. Boxing coverage, interviews, all that good stuff. If you guys subscribe, throw a like on the video. Ryan Garcia ranting on the Impulsive podcast. So I like to play it through with minimal commentary, usually, unless I'm just so fired up. And then I like to kind of re-examine some of the things that were stated. Now, there are some of the parts to me that Ryan Garcia was saying that was pretty funny. KS Lie, I remember that part was pretty funny. And I also like the part where he said, how does this drink Prime have no sugar, but it tastes sweet as uck? Where they do that at? That part was hilarious. Some of this other stuff from Ryan,
See live right now.
So he's trying to be like Andrew Tate with an emergency
and
live.
Infecting children's brains. Another thing, they're making claims that are so lie. They're trying to spin the narrative like I'm crazy.
See, Ryan, I mean, he's good on social media, but he got to construct his sentences better. They're making claims are so lie. Like, he doesn't put together his sentences well.
So lie. They're trying to spin the narrative like I'm crazy. I'm KS Lies. You. You guys are sick bastards.
And like, here's the thing is when Ryan gets on this like tip, pause. But when Ryan gets on this tip, it's just kind of like repetitive. Like, he'll just say KSI, KS Lie, F y'all, F this, F Prime. The judgy stuff is really weird from religious people. I gotta be honest with y'all, keep it a buck. Like, if you support Prime, and I don't even really drink this stuff, so that had nothing to do with me. I don't really drink drinks like that. But to call everybody satanic and 666 worshipers,
creating these, you're giving them power. It's sick. Do not give Satan power. Prime is.
Listen.
And anyways,
that's pretty judgmental. Like, it's funny that you have like the religious, like Bible thumper people, and they constantly judge other people. So Ryan has posted all these bizarre videos. He's not judging himself at all. Like, how erratic the behavior looks, when he chose to smoke weed and admit that he smokes weed, stuff like that. None of that. He's not judging really that. But what he is judging is other people. He said if you drink Prime, then knowingly or unknowingly, you're supporting the devil. He's also calling Devin Haney, who's really done nothing, but he's calling him Devil Haney. I find that
anybody who drinks Prime is working for Satan, because you're giving them money so they can keep on creating these. You're giving them power. It's sick. Do not give Satan power.
So Ryan he did a commercial with Dame Lillard for Gatorade Light or whatever that's called. But because he doesn't like Logan Paul right now or Impulsive podcast, he's going off and saying that, oh, this is too sugary, it's damaging the kids. But you got a sponsorship with Gator Light. You know what I mean?
Mess up your guys' liver. It's the most disgusting. How the hell they have no sugar, but it tastes sweet as That makes no damn sense.
Hey, that part is funny.
What the
That
makes no sense. I am training. No, but
and see, he said, this is concerning. You're about to listen. You are fighting Devin Haney. I said it before, and I don't think anyone in boxing has said it quite as elaborate or eloquent and like to the point as me when regarding this Ryan ranting and all these episodes he's having. And I'm gonna say it again in case you missed those previous videos. For my taste, and I've been in boxing for a while, as I mentioned, right? For my personal taste, right now, Ryan is fighting far too many battles. He got too much going on. I mean, you're fighting, first you said you were fighting Devin, then it was Rolly, then it was back to Devin, then the fight was announced for New York, then you say you were trying to bring it back to Vegas. These are all battles. Like, these are all small fires where different things are happening, and it's a mile a minute, right? You were beefing with Golden Boy. Looks like that's calmed down a little bit. You know, you're beefing with Bill Haney. You said you're going to do this and do this to his son. So Bill Haney's been a target, and the list goes on and on. He also called out Sugar Sean O'Malley, said Dana send the contract. He called out Jake Paul, right? After Jake Paul got a knockout in Puerto Rico, he called out Jake Paul. Now he's beefing with his brother, Logan Paul. He's beefing with Mike, his co-host. He's beefing with KSI. At one point, he was arguing with Sean Strickland online, right? It's like, this is a lot. You're beefing with Prime Drink and anybody associated with that. You're calling Devin Haney Devil Haney. I don't care what nobody's talking about. This don't seem tapped in. This don't seem, as far as boxing is concerned, fully locked in. In addition, Ryan Garcia got all of these plights and causes like children's safety and other things. And I'm not saying some of these things aren't noble causes, but it's an awful lot. It's an awful lot to be dealing with before a major fight, that even if you had none of these things, people would be saying that this is a difficult fight for you. So if you had none of these things, we would still, as a boxing community, be like, man, you in tough. Devin Haney's a great fighter. And then when you start to couple it with all these other battles, like he just said, he had spiritual warfare. This is a guy who's publicly talked about anxiety. He's publicly stated that he had mental health issues. He's battled depression where he couldn't get out of bed. And now you're beefing with everybody like you're Tupac Amaru Shakur, Ryan Shakur. He's like, if you want to be down with Prime, then F you too. Bad boy. You know what I mean? He's just like going crazy like his Death Row Records in 1996.
They're trying to spin the narrative all crazy. Them.
Like he said, I'm waiting on my mouthpiece, but then he's exerting so much energy and going off on Logan Paul. Like, why are you even listen, I bring up the best point. Why are you even watching podcasts before you're training? Like, there's days where I wake up, I don't even look at my phone, because the moment you look at your phone, you potentially let negative news and negative energy in. What if somebody left me a nasty comment? Like, I mean, I'm different though, to be honest, because I don't care about the little stupid comments on the gram. I've been doing this long enough. But I'm saying a person's mind, especially like Ryan Garcia, the moment you listen, if you are not where you want to be in life, do not prioritize your phone in general. But furthermore, do not prioritize your phone first thing in the AM. Most people, and including myself at a time, you roll over out of bed, you know, your alarm goes off, you turn it off, whatever, and you're still in bed. And then what most people do is they pick up their phone, and then they're looking in their phone and looking through their phone and on Instagram and all this type of stuff. That is the worst thing for you, because you're letting in whatever. You can't control what people posted. You can't control what's on the news. So I don't make that a priority. So I find it very weird that Ryan Garcia is, you are a millionaire, multi-millionaire fighter. You have a massive fight that people think, even without any distractions, Devin Haney's still a difficult fight for you. And you have so many distractions. You're watching podcasts. He said something like, I didn't watch all of it, but why are you watching any of it waiting for your mouthpiece? Why? See, and that's the thing. I be around boxers. Why don't you even have your mouthpiece and a backup mouthpiece? Because the more that you worry about social media, the more you worry about beefing with people. Logan Paul's not Devin Haney. His co-host Mike and KSI, they're not who you're fighting. The people in the comment section that you're rebuttaling and responding to some comments, they're not your fight, right? So when you're trying to fight all these battles, it's just not the behavior that you see typically from elite fighters. That's probably why you don't have your mouthpiece and a backup mouthpiece, is because when you're doing too much, you tend to make mistakes. It's like trying to go about you ever had like a really bad day and it's just like nothing's going your way, you're running behind, you broke a glass when you were already running behind, now you got to clean that up real quick. Just nothing is working for you. Whenever I have a day like that, which is not that often, but when I have like a day that's almost disastrous, I unplug from all social media, get off my phone, and slow down. That's it. At times like this, you should slow down. And by slowing down, it's not ranting to Logan Paul because you didn't like what they had to say. Like, I get it. Nobody likes when someone's talking bad about them, but it just doesn't seem like behavior. And again, when you don't slow down, you make mistakes. Probably why he doesn't have his mouthpiece, which is, I mean, there's only a couple like must-haves. You have to have your cup. You have to have your headgear if you use it, mouthpiece, your gloves, you know what I'm saying, some war tape or something like that. And the gym probably has everything else. But for something like a mouthpiece, you're not going to use somebody else's. It's like using somebody else's toothbrush. You could even get away with using someone else's gloves, but ain't nobody that I know that's not sanitary to use someone else's mouthpiece. So as a boxer, that's like one of the main things that you must have. Like, you could probably find someone in the gym who has boxing shoes, maybe, that are your size, or a cup or headgear or gloves, but your mouthpiece is something that's individual to you. And Ryan is admitting at the beginning of this video he doesn't have his.
Organization who uses Prime is low-key working for the devil, and they don't even know it.
They
don't know it because they're sick people. These are little kids really getting hurt. I've only said
okay, little kids getting hurt, but how are you going to just throw that on Prime and Logan Paul specifically? And you just said you liked Logan Paul later on. You said you used to like him. So why would you ever like him if you think they're complicit in something?
Two things. And they're saying that they're trying to spin the narrative. And I used to like Logan and everybody.
See?
I thought they were cool. But now, nah, I don't care about you because you don't care about me. First of all, so everybody stop drinking Prime. They're selling it to kids. It's disgusting. Stop drinking Prime. And another thing I'm going to declare real quick. Everybody says, oh, Ryan said God made him. Ryan said.
See how like he's stuttering and stammering and like he's just like almost like too emotional. Listen.
Made him. Ryan said God asked him to conjure up demons. Okay, look. Obviously, I was going through spiritual him to conjure.
Bro, listen to him. He's like rambling on so much. He's like stuttering and stammering. He says spiritual instead of spiritual. Like, he's like so erratic and almost emotional and like frazzled where he can't get the sentence out. Listen.
Everybody says, oh, Ryan said God made him. Ryan said God asked him to conjure up demons. Okay, look. Obviously, I was going through spiritual warfare, and it says in the Bible, Satan comes as an angel of light. So obviously, I was deceived, but Jesus protected me through it all, and that's bottom line. Anybody who else has anything to say with it, whatever, spin it all the way around. I know what I'm going through. I know I love Jesus, and only Jesus. Jesus is King of Kings, Lord of Lords.
This is too much. This is definitely not selling the fight for me. Let me know what you guys think. Ryan Garcia goes Berserker Barrage. Throat power. He goes absolutely off on Logan Paul and cast for whatever they said about him. He didn't like the criticism. Let me know what you guys think. Is this the behavior of somebody who has a fight April 20th? I mean, from doing these videos and smiling at the camera to beefing with Jake Pauls and Sean O'Malley and Logan Pauls and whole podcast and having an opinion on everything, rants and X spaces with Andrew Tate. Let me know in the comment section. I can't wait to read your comments.